We back. What up, dude? I know it's a late pass on the next video, but here we go, man. I got Game of Thrones episode 5. About to check it out, man, and see what the real was. This episode some BS. Flat out. Not because it was bad, but because feels. Anyway, so let's start off way in the steps of Kazakhstan. Dany was overseeing her newfound army of hitters. Jorah showed her that he had the plaque psoriasis had got real bad. Pretty much was about to be game 7. You know, it was a very emotional and a very touching moment. Family Dollar Dario was standing there and he was just kind of like, it's like that moment when you're like, your girl see like her ex and then they get to talking and he was just chilling, letting it happen because he already knows he already won. She sent him off and said, go find a cure for grayscale. According to most people, there is no cure. Stannis' daughter, Shireen, had grayscale, but hers had stopped for some reason. So I guess if he could find whoever stopped her grayscale, then it'll be just on his arm, and he'll just have to use Lubriderm all the time. Way back in Marine, Tyrion and Varys basically resolved to have one of the red priestesses, servants of the Lord of Light, to spread the word that Daenerys is basically the one responsible for bringing peace to Marine and getting the Sons of the Harpy to stop killing folks up, basically. Tyrion knows if he takes credit for that, it'll cause more turmoil, and they just trying to play the long game right now. That's what happened out in Georgia. After that, we kind of just briefly, very briefly, get a glimpse of the Iron Islands. We see that Euron Greyjoy is in fact crowned king of the Iron Islands. Yara's claim with Theon's support was shot down. Soon as dude got up from his little coronation, which involved getting drowned, you know, black folks couldn't do that one. He wake up and the first thing he said is, they gotta die. That's the first thing he said. They had the wherewithal to know about all that, and next thing you know, they was on the first thing smoking up out of the Iron Islands, and they took all the ships with them, all the good ships. Euron says they got to build more ships, but, I mean, how long is that really going to take? Or maybe Euron is the Henry Ford of Westeros. Oh, he's about to make the assembly line for ships. We spend majority of our time this episode pretty much in the north one way or another. And we had a lot of reveals in the north, man. With Sansa and her kind of evolution in becoming a mind politician, a mind trickster, if you will. Trying to become, you know what I'm saying, with JFK of the game. She met with Littlefinger, and we saw him kind of try to weasel his way out of explaining to her, like, why did you give me to Ramsay? This dude was a rapist. And he really ain't had no answer because he knew. But he did it anyway to further his own plans. And she finally wised up to that. And so she was heated, told him to get to stepping. See, because Littlefinger can't be stopped, you feel me? He's a jerk. But he's a jerk that can't be stopped. You understand? Because he has like a lore-based mental stamina that pretty much the rest of everybody can't mess with. I'm curious to see if what he told Sansa, which is that her uncle was staging a raid, is true. So we also see that Sansa basically kind of is feeling a little leery about everything. She straight up lied to her brother about the whole thing. She sent Brienne to River Run to see if that's actually true, and if it is, to treat with her uncle and come back and win. Come back with his army and win back Winterfell. So we already know that Winterfell is going to be our big set piece for the season, and everything is just building up to that. Jon pretty much finally rolled out, man, and he's about to go out here into this world for the first time in basically years. The biggest stuff that happened was even further north in the lands of always winter. Bran, Mira, Hodor, and the Three-Eyed Raven were chilling inside of Google. Basically, the whole time while they've been there, the Three-Eyed Raven has been like trying to download or upload all of his knowledge and memories and stuff into Bran, because Bran pretty much has to become like the new Three-Eyed Raven. Three Eyes, he basically only has 56K. Bran is like, we gotta speed this whole situation up. So he decides to do the dumb little kid thing that all dumb little kids do, is the exact opposite of what somebody tells them to do. So he grabs onto the fiber optic cables and he goes start looking at stuff by himself. We find out that the White Walkers, icy dudes, are basically products. They were created by the children of the forest to fight men. So it would be basically like if Native Americans said, let's make nuclear bombs to fight Columbus. Basically, those nuclear bombs, instead of killing Columbus, killed everybody. Of course, we know that the Night's King was created. He raised his army of the dead. The long night came, and everybody was pretty much wiped out and thrown into hiding until the wall was built. So that was a very, very dope kind of, and it was very quick too, which I liked. You know, it wasn't a lot of words. They didn't have to spend a lot of time talking about it, but it was just shown through really good, it's filmmaking, TV show making, I guess. Me and Rhaegar, who's usually here with me, but he had some stuff to do. We freaked out. And we were like, whoa. So that was big reveal number one. Big reveal number two was the origins of why Hodor can only say Hodor, which seems very small, but for us book readers, was like, yo, this is pretty weird. And why is he doing this? Bran being ridiculous. The Night's King saw him in the past traveling, puts the brand on him, puts the mark of the beast on him. Now he can roll up into Google and kill up everybody. Bran is still stuck in his download. He can't close his laptop. So he's sitting there downloading. Mira is like, yo, we gotta dip out. And Hodor is bugging out. And nobody knows why Hodor is bugging out, because like he only did that one time before when they were in the tower. And now he's bugging out again. And we used to always like, gosh, why is he acting like that? Like he knew something was up. Come to find out, right? And this was crazy. Bran was in the past with the Three-Eyed Raven chilling. Three-Eyed Raven basically tell him, yo, I'm out. He gets killed by the Night's King. While the three of them are running away, Bran is still in the green dream. Mira is screaming at him like, whoa, whoa, you need to warg in the Hodor to, you know, fight off these demons and protect us, because he did it once before. Only he did it in the present time. Thing is, Bran is stuck in this past dream. So instead of coming out and doing it in real life, he warged into young Hodor, who was Willis, screwed his mind all up, throws him into a whole time-space continuum seizure, and he freaks out. And the only thing he can hear is Mira screaming, hold the door, which was, there was this door that all of the zombies were trying to get through. So only thing he hears while he's in this time-space continuum seizure is hold the door. And he keeps repeating it until it becomes Hodor. And we're like, dude, what? And like, just extrapolate that, because that means Bran is looking at this dude. He realized Bran was there. Now he basically saw his own death. That would mess up your whole week. You wouldn't be able to do nothing. You wouldn't leave the house. You wouldn't go to Meyer. You wouldn't do nothing. You probably wouldn't even get on Twitter or Facebook. You would just be at the crib, chilling, upset. But Hodor didn't even do that. He wasn't at the crib chilling, upset. He like was always around and kind of was always taking care of Bran, which is crazy. And that makes Hodor like a superhero, because here's this dude who, since he was a teenager, basically knew that he was going to die at a certain age, in a certain place, at a certain time. Which is why he was in the tree freaking out, because dude knew he was moments away from getting killed up. We've been waiting years for that. I'm not disappointed at all. It looks like the previews are going to give us more pith and more dopeness and, you know what I'm saying, more crack for us to consume and spaz out on. I hope everybody checks back. I won't be late next week. I was super tired, played soccer for the first time. And so, well, for the first time this spring. And so I was like mad tired. My quadriceps are like fire flames right now. Next Sunday, we back. Everything's going to be cool. And I'll be on time. So Thanks for watching, man. Don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, I might be filming from a special location.